What's up, everybody? I'm Mr. Adam X, and this is another review. I'm going to talk about the 22 Designs Lynx NTN binding. So let's get into it. Tech toe, traditional duck butt, NTN, whatever you want to call this. I know someone on the internet will be mad at what I call this, but a lightweight touring option for anyone who's skiing an NTN boot, which would also make it an NTN binding. I don't care what you say, again, internet. How many tours as a tech toe would normally tour? Lightweight, you lock the toe and you go. But the things I want to note about the tech toe is it's got a nice little plastic piece to put your toe against before you step in. We've all been at the trailhead. We all know you're waiting for that one friend to get into their binding. If you can't get into the binding, it's not a good binding. And the Lynx has solved that problem with the simplest little piece shown here. Step right in. 3 positions here. 1, 2, 3. I am running it on the middle setting. That's just controls the flex plate and how much flex you get and how it feels. I'm not running the spacers in the rear, which some people do. I think it's too much. It's overkill for the way this binding is made to be skied. Perhaps if I get more days on it, the spring tension will loosen up, and I'll use those to bring that tension back up. As how to get into walk mode, very simple. Squeeze this down. Boom, you're ready to go. Step into your toe, you are on your way. To get back into ski mode, holy cow, couldn't be simpler. 2 climbing bales. Thing is a lockjaw. 4 springs there to really lock you in, and when you lock this toe, it is hard to get out with a pole with your hand. Ton of tension on this. I skied the early versions of this, version 1. I had a lot of issues while touring. This little piece would flip up when I had a lot of snow, which, like, when are we touring? We're touring when there's snow. So that was an issue. I haven't had an issue with this binding. I know they've done a lot of improvements with the tension here. I mean, it's hard to do, which is good because that means this stays where it's supposed to. I've got about 15K of vert on this binding. I've got no issues, no cracks. I know that's not insane amounts of vert, but where I am and I'm skiing 500 foot of vertical, that's a lot of laps on this binding. It's held up, it's been great, it's light, and it skis like a true NTN binding. Plenty of power, it's mean, aggressive. So the final part of all this is, how does it ski? It skis great. It skis exactly as you'd expect a 22 Designs binding to ski. They test and test and test, and this binding's been out for a little bit, so they've got all the kinks out. Like I said, I had a little pre-release issue back in V1, whether I was touring or going downhill. I haven't had any of those issues. You know, you can tell when you squeeze this thing that they've tightened up that tension and really made this binding ski excellent. I've skied terminal cancer on this binding, and I trusted it. It didn't pre-release. It didn't do anything it shouldn't have done other than perform. The only weakness there was me and my abilities. 22 Designs Lynx, I think it's an absolute home run. Again, a little heavier than other touring options like a TTS binding, but what you gain is the power. Pure power, fast, insanely fast transitions, arguably the fastest in the game. That's a lightweight NTN binding. No brainer. Go check it out, 22designs.com or whatever it is. Let me know what you think of the review. Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me what I did wrong. Please leave all that below. God bless.